Yo, what is going on, every single of you guys? It is your boy, the KorayNation, aka KorayNation, and welcome everybody to my first ever Q&A video. I want to do Q&A videos, a small celebration of hitting 3K subscribers. By the way, thank you guys so much for bringing the channel to 3K, and I've always wanted to do a Q&A video, so I decided why not, let's do it now. And a big thank you to all of you guys who asked me these questions. Without you guys, this video would not be possible. I posted a tweet a couple weeks ago, and I also posted an announcement in my YouTube community tab, as well as my Discord server. By the way, in case if you guys are not following me on Twitter, or if you guys are not in the Discord server, if you guys are interested, be sure to follow your boy, and be sure to join the Discord server. Links are down below. But yeah, I don't know how long this video is going to actually be. I'm going to take my time with it. I'm going to try my best to answer each question as honest as possible and as thorough as possible. So it could end up being a really long video. We'll see. Also, sorry if I seem like nervous, or if I seem out of it, or if I talk too fast or whatever. I'm not really used to recording videos like this especially, but I'm gonna try my best, like I said, to make this video as good as possible. I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's go ahead and let's get started with the Twitter questions. So I'll start answering the questions on Twitter. Also, sorry if I'm looking down. I got like my laptop open. I got all the tweets. We're gonna respond to all the Twitter questions. That will respond to the YouTube questions. That will respond to the Discord questions. So first question is by my boy Arisen. He says, "Grats, boyo. Would you ever react to your oldest Pokemon videos?" First of all, thank you very much. And also, my oldest Pokemon videos. So I guess to answer that question, yes. I'm not opposed to reacting to my oldest Pokemon videos, but like, my god, if I react to my oldest Pokemon videos, probably not anytime soon. Probably not anytime soon. I actually have old Pokemon videos uploaded back from like 2012 on YouTube. If you guys know the channel name, which I'm not gonna say, you guys go ahead and watch these videos, and like, my god, they're the most cringy videos ever for me, looking back on them. I used to legit use my 3DS as a camera, and I'd record the videos, and I record like Pokemon walkthroughs and Let's Plays, and I'd always delete my channels. I would upload like 6 episodes, 7 episodes, I'd delete them all and make a new channel and do the same thing over and over again. But those videos are on YouTube, and like, maybe one day I will react to them. Man, you know, I remember I used to have a laptop, by the way. I used to use a laptop where, like, if the laptop wasn't plugged in, like the charger, the laptop wouldn't work. Like, it wouldn't have power. Like, it wasn't even a laptop, dude. Like, it literally needed a charge. I just remember that. But yeah, I used to use my 3DS as a camera, the freaking camera app on the 3DS, and I'd record videos like that. Because I used a DS Lite to record like the Pokemon videos, and I would never edit the videos. I didn't even know how to edit, but I'd just record them. They would be an SD card. I'd put them into a laptop, and I'd upload them to YouTube, and they're still up there to this day. They're still up there. So one day I will react to them. If you guys want to see me react to my oldest Pokemon videos, be sure to let me know. But one day we'll do that. So the next question is actually about my boy Rup. He says, "What inspired you to do YouTube? Did you have any inspirations? Also, what do you like best about having a community?" So what inspired me to do YouTube? So I guess the thing that first inspired me to do YouTube was, like, I really enjoyed watching a lot of PokeTubers. So by watching them a lot and really loving their content, it made me want to do it myself. I remember before I actually used to upload videos, before I started doing YouTube, I would literally like play video games. I'd play like Pokemon Diamond or Pokemon Heart Gold or Pokemon Platinum. I remember Pokemon Platinum too. I used to play those games, and like, in my head, I wouldn't be recording the video or anything. I would just be playing the games, and in my head, I'd like pretty much like imagine I was recording a video. And in my head, I would pretend I'm a YouTuber, and I would like be like, "Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to episode 26." And I'd be like in the middle of something, and I'd just like do commentary in my head. And yeah, I used to really do that. I remember, yeah. But as far as like inspirations back then, like back in 2012 too, when I first started, my biggest inspirations were probably like Chugga Conroy. I used to watch him a lot. He did like a lot of Let's Plays. I used to watch Super Skarmory a lot. Luroy was definitely a big one. And I used to watch Marilyn too. A lot of like old school PokeTubers. And I love their content, man. So it made me want to start doing that too. Obviously, as the years went on, and you know, there's other YouTubers, other streamers, because streaming became a thing that I started watching and definitely, you know, gave me inspiration. But those were definitely like the OGs that really made me first ever want to even, like, you know, or first ever made me think about doing YouTube and stuff. So definitely those guys. I might be missing someone, but I used to watch a lot of those guys. Chugga Conroy, Super Skarmory, Luroy, Marilyn. There's definitely a few more too. Flame Truth, actually. I used to watch the Wi-Fi battles a lot. Yeah, definitely those guys. They definitely really inspired me. So the next part of this question, what do you like best about having a community? So my favorite thing, or what I like best about having a community, is probably, I gotta think about this one. I'd probably say like, how do I word this? I guess like, to me, like the community is literally like, and I know a lot of people say this as well. To me, the community is legit like it's like a family to me. So I guess I don't know how to describe that, but like the thing I like best about the community is like the people in the community. Probably is the right wording. All of you freaking legends and who are are in the server, you guys, people on the streams, everyone who's part of the community, you guys are freaking amazing. You guys are freaking goats. And I love you guys. And like my favorite thing about having a community is like, I know this sounds cringy, but like you guys, like legit. And to me, like I don't really like calling it like my community or like even though I'm the owner of it or like the server, for example, like it's like it's our community. You know what I mean? My channel name is KorayNation, and like that's actually like what I call like the community. It's like the KorayNation because like I actually thought about that when I made the channel. It's because like I've always wanted to have like that mindset where it's like even though I'm the YouTuber, even though I'm the streamer, it's not just me. It's all of you guys that are part of it. We are the KorayNation, and everything I do, I try my best to like do it for you guys because I love you guys. But yeah, the nerves are flowing, bro. The nerves are flowing. But next question. I also will probably like do like a lot of cuts and stuff in this video, especially when I'm thinking about what to do. Next question is by Yuri, and she says, "What's the one thing you regret with content? Whether that be a specific way you had to do it, start a video you wish you never made." Wow, deep question. So I don't know. I mean, I could try thinking about it, but like, what's the one thing you regret with content? Whether that be a specific way you do a certain video you should never made. I don't think there's a video that I regret making. I mean, yeah, I don't really think there's any video that I regret making. And as far as like, I want to actually answer these questions. I don't want to say like I don't know or like, because it's a freaking Q&A video. So I'm gonna try my best to like come up with something. I guess the one thing I regret with content is like maybe, gotta think. I think I regret with content. Probably like Give me a moment. I'll probably cut this up. Give me a moment. If I had to say like a regret with content, I'd probably say like, okay, so I really started I made this channel. I actually made this channel after my other channel got a copyright strike, by the way. That's my fault for making my stream starting soon, Kanye West. But I made this channel like late November. It was actually like a day after Thanksgiving, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it was Black Friday. And even though I made this channel like November 2017, Black Friday, and even though I made this channel back then, I wasn't consistent on this channel until about like 2018. 2018, when January 2018 is when I started becoming consistent, and I started streaming consistently around like February. Yeah, I remember. I remember I would always tell myself, gotta do a stream for today, And I do like back then I did a lot of Mario Maker, I did a lot of Smash Bros, and then I started doing a lot of Pokemon once the summer came around. But I guess like the biggest regret, if I had to pick one, would probably be the consistency from the past, because like I'm definitely a lot more consistent now than I was a year ago. So if I had to say something, it'd probably be that. Like even though I know why, like I wasn't that consistent or whatever back then, but like if I had to pick something, it's probably like my consistency from a year ago. I could have been more consistent. Even though I was still pretty consistent back then, I could have definitely been more consistent with like my streams, and definitely with the videos. A lot of videos back then, I would be like super like, it would take me a while to get the videos out. So that as well. I just wasn't very like as consistent back then with the streams and with videos. I'm still not even consistent with videos. I'm gonna try my best to like get on that and start uploading videos a lot more often. But I don't want to just talk about that. I want to actually just show you guys. So that's a whole new topic. But yeah, if I had to pick a regret, it'd be that. And there's no video that I regret making. There's no video I regret making any videos. But Robert Moore's next question. He says, "Can I ask a question, Mrs. Streamer?" Yes, you can. Next question is by Nero. He says, Mrs. Streamer, pick me. What made you decide to start YouTube?" So, I guess this kind of goes back to Rup's question. When I first started doing YouTube, the thing that made me decide to do it was my love of watching other YouTubers. My love of watching other PokeTubers, and like inspired me. I wanted to do it myself, so that's what started to make me want to start YouTube. Next question is by my cousin, by the way. She says, am I your favorite cousin? Yes or yes? Yeah, you are. You are my favorite cousin. Don't know if you're going to see this video, but you are my favorite cousin. Next question is by Fear. Fear says, when do you hope to have the nation hit 100k subscribers? I don't know. I've never been someone who set sub goals or stuff like that. Maybe I should. There's nothing wrong with it. It's probably honestly a good thing to do. But I've never been that type of person like the entire time with YouTube to set sub goals. So I don't really have a date in mind of when I hope to have the channel hit 100k subs. I just would rather focus on try my best to make sure I put in the work and do the things I could do and put myself in the best position possible to hit 100k instead of having a time in mind of when to hit 100k. But yeah, we'll get there though. We'll get there though, and we will hit 100k. I can promise you that. Next question is by DDD Dude. He says, do you have any pets? I do. I actually have a pet turtle, which a lot of people don't know about. His name is Donatello. I also have two cats. Their names are Yamor and Ice. I've showed you guys on streams before, but those are my pets. And I love them. Even though I'm allergic to cats, I kiss them. And like honestly, I just gotta start like being careful with that because there's times where I'll really play with them and like I start sneezing like crazy afterwards. But those are my pets. Next question is by my man, the Beacon of Nick. He says, what is your favorite game console of all time? And do you ever have plans in the future to open a coffee/pickle shop? So, my favorite game console of all time, even though it's a handheld, I'd have to go with the Nintendo 3DS because that's the console that I've played the most in my life, for sure. And Nick, you already know, bro. You already know the answer to this next question. You already know that I do have plans to open a coffee shop in the future, but we're not gonna be selling pickles, my guy. Like I know you love pickles. I know. You know, you're Pickle Nick, and I know you wanted to sell pickles at the coffee shop, but like it's not gonna happen. Pickles are disgusting, and okay, I'm sorry if you like pickles, but I don't like pickles. And we will not be opening, or we will not be having pickles in the coffee shop. The next question is by Dr. Cloud. He says, can I work with you or become friends? And also, what is the one thing you don't like about Pokemon Sword and Shield? So as far as working with me goes, I only work with people that I like know a lot or I've known for a while. So I would say as of right now, definitely not. But who knows? In the future, maybe we could possibly work with each other, and we could become friends, dude. Like shit. Any of you guys or in the community, I look at you guys already know. I look as a lot of you guys as my friends. So like, we definitely can become friends. And as far as the one thing I did like about Pokemon Sword and Shield, there's actually like I like Sword and Shield a lot, but like there's a lot of things I don't like about it as well. Like I really like the music in the game. Like this, honestly, if you ask me any notable songs from Sword and Shield, as far as like, especially like the city music, that's the main thing. I really like the city music. Like Marnie's theme is good, Bede's theme is good, but like, you know, I can't think of one city and think of a song from that city and actually like remember it, legit. So I'd have to say that as the main thing I did like about Pokemon Sword and Shield. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start answering the questions on the YouTube community tab now. We got a few questions here, and we're starting with Kyle. He says, here's a question, why do people call you a simp? This is honestly a very, very good question. And honestly, I have no idea. Like, I know I try my best to answer these questions as... I know I sound to answer these questions as honest as possible, but like, the fact that people call me a simp, it honestly blows my mind. I have no clue why people would ever call me that in any way. So I don't know, dude. Like, you know that meme where it's like top 10 things the scientists can't figure out? Like, that's... I can't figure that out, man. I don't know. Next question, though, is by Evelyn. She says, and let me click read more. She says, what's your favorite Pokemon generation? And in fact... what's your favorite Pokemon generation? And exact generation, what Pokemon was the hardest to catch? So, my favorite Pokemon generation is Generation 4. My favorite games are Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but they're considered 4th generation games, so I'd have to go with Gen 4. And in that exact generation, what Pokemon game is the hardest to catch? For me, well, Gen 4 was the hardest Pokemon to catch. I don't even know. Probably like Mesprit and Diamond and Pearl. That comes to my mind. Or like Entei Raikou, because they're like the Pokemons that run away. Lugia and Ho-Oh were never like crazy hard to catch, and Dialga and Palkia. A lot of people don't know this actually. Dialga and Palkia are super easy to catch. If you ever run into a Dialga in like the wild, in like a Nuzlocke, like you're probably gonna catch him, because the Dialga actually has the same catch rate as the freaking Chatot, so it's really easy to catch. Next question is by Soro Cruz. He says, my question, would there be a crew battle for Smash in the near future? Thank you. I'll say yes. We do have plans to do a crew battle. I don't know if it'll actually happen, but there is plans to do a crew battle stream. I'm gonna stream it on the channel. We actually did do one crew battle. It wasn't uploaded on my channel. It was uploaded on KorayNation's channel. Be sure to go and check him out. I'll post a link down below for the video. But we did do one crew battle before, and we do have plans to do a rematch. If not, if we don't do that rematch or whatever, I definitely do want to do crew battles with other YouTubers and streamers, so there will be a crew battle coming to the channel for sure. Alright, so moving on to Discord here. My boy King Neo Dude, he says, what have been some of the obstacles you've had to overcome during your streaming career? Woo! There's been a lot of obstacles. There's been a lot of roadblocks, a lot of tough times ever since I started streaming. Some of the obstacles I've had to overcome were probably like, I'm going to have to cut this out a little bit. How do I word this? I would probably say like, I can't really think of like any like, you know, straight up obstacle in a way. I'm trying to think of something that I can say here. Like, I'd probably say like, gonna have to cut this out a bit because I wanted to think. I'd probably have to say like, King Neo Dude, man, you got me stumped, bro. I can't answer this shit. I'm gonna have to say, I don't know. I've had no obstacles. It's been perfect. Oh my god. I would say learning how to become a better content creator. I would say some of the obstacles are definitely learning to be. And okay, actually, I got an answer now. Definitely learning to be consistent. Definitely learning to edit videos better. And this is still a fucking obstacle, by the way. And sticking to a schedule. That's a big obstacle of mine. I actually have a very hard time sticking to a streaming schedule. And even though I am consistent with my streams, the timing of them is pretty sporadic. And I definitely want to get better on that, and definitely better myself with having a good schedule. I also want to have an upload schedule as well. And I actually do have an upload schedule and a streaming schedule in mind, but I don't want to say it yet in this video because I don't want to say it and then not be able to do it. So I guess I'll announce it if I'm able to actually like prove it to myself that I can stick with it. But the biggest obstacle, or you know, as far as like streaming goes and content creation, it'd probably be like sticking to a good schedule, sticking to a good routine, sticking to a good schedule. And it's definitely something I still want to better myself at and learn and, you know, manage my time so I can do it. Next question is by Electric Guy 96. He says, when you first started YouTube, what were your goals? When I first started doing YouTube, I didn't really have any goals. My goals were just to upload the video. Like literally, that was my goals. My goal was to just do it. I didn't really have any goals in mind when I first started doing YouTube. Next question is by Frost Melee. He says, which was your favorite tourney you hosted, mate? And overall, what makes hosting tourneys enjoyable for you? If your favorite one isn't the one I won, I'm blocking you. That actually might be my favorite. Like actually, I have to think about it. But in case if you guys don't know, I'll give you guys a bit of a rundown here. We do monthly Smash Ultimate tournaments on the channel. They're all streamed, and I started it in July of last year, July 2019. And we did July, we did August, we did September, November, December, and then January, February, and March. No, we did January, and then February, March, April. I took a 3-month break. I honestly wish I didn't do that. It was never intentional, by the way. It just kind of happened. So I didn't really do tournaments in those 3 months. And then in May, which is the one that Frost won, we brought them back, and we brought them back a lot better. Like before, the tournaments were, when you compare them, it was kind of like a mess. It was like, there was only one bracket, there wouldn't be a loser bracket, and it'd always be like 16 people. But in May, we started like making it a lot more professional. We made it 32 people, and we've had 32 people for 3 months in a row. We've had obviously like loser bracket, like I said, in a way better structure. Because before, I'd stream every single game. Granted, it was 16 people. I'd stream every single game. It was like a mess back then. So like honestly, like, I kind of think of the one that Frost won, the May one, as like the first real tournament in a way, because it was definitely like a huge difference compared to the other tournaments. So if I had to pick a favorite one, I honestly, yeah, like the last tournament, I actually really enjoyed the last tournament too, which was like August. But if I had to pick one, I'll go with it. I'll go with May. I'll go with the one you won. I like that one a lot because it was like a big evolution in a way. Of the KorayNation tournaments. But the last one was a lot of fun. All the tournaments are a lot of fun, but the last one was a lot of fun. I actually started competing in the tournaments in July. I didn't compete in any tournament before July. And I had so much fun competing in the July one. So I competed in August as well. And I'm going to be competing in every single tournament going forward because it's a freaking blast. But I go with the one you want. I go with the May 2020 KorayNation Smash Ultimate Tournament. Lapper says, what is your favorite Pokemon and why? My favorite Pokemon is Luxray, and I just found them cool growing up. I used them a lot, pretty much every single playthrough of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. I'd always catch myself a Starly on that route, and I'd catch myself a freaking Shinx. I'd always use those two. I played those games so many times, I'd always use the Starly and Shinx because I thought they were cool and they were good Pokemon. I loved using them, so Luxray is my favorite Pokemon. Our next question is by Dark Blitz, and he says, if you were able to change your world, what would you do? So, I mean, there's a lot of things I'd like to change in the world if I could. But like, I guess the one notable thing that comes to my mind is like, I wish there wasn't. Okay. I wish. I would change. Deep question, bro. Like a question like this, there's so many things I'd like to change. So I don't know. Like if I had to pick one thing, I can't really pick one thing. But I guess the one thing that I would change though, like I guess changing sicknesses. I guess like obviously throughout the world a lot of people die from being sick. So if I could change one thing, it'd be to stop that from happening. There's definitely a lot of things I'd like to change for sure, but it's definitely one thing that comes to my mind, like cancer, for example, and just like sicknesses in general. Definitely are horrible, and like I wish, and obviously everybody wishes they didn't exist in this world. So if I had to change one thing, I'd go with that. Next question is by Banana. He says, is Mewtwo cool? Mewtwo is cool, but I'm not gonna lie, I like Mew better. Nero is back at it, and he says, what made you want to start streaming? Okay, that's a good question. He actually asked me what made me want to start doing YouTube in the previous one. Now he's saying what made me want to start streaming. What made me want to start streaming is, it's kind of similar to like the YouTube answer. I started watching a lot of streamers, a lot of Pokemon streamers, and seeing them stream, it made me want to stream pretty much. You watch people stream, you get inspired by them, and you want to do it yourself. So that's what made me want to start streaming, watching a lot of streamers, and then loving their content, and then wanting to do it yourself. My boy Rup is back at it, and he says, what is your favorite part about having a community? And to add to that, what is your least favorite part about having a community? So answer why for both. So I already answered like the first part in the previous question, but like my least favorite part about having a community is probably like I'd have to go with like, I guess like having to deal with like certain situations and whatnot would have to be my least favorite. Because it could get very stressful for sure. So, obviously in every community, and this is the way it's always going to be as a streamer or YouTuber or anybody who has a community, there's always going to be like trolls and whatnot and like people who like, do bad things. So like if I had to say my least favorite part about a community, it's like having to deal with like stuff like that. Like the people who aren't, the people in the community who are there just to cause trouble. And that's for like every YouTuber, every streamer. And it's been, it's funny, when I first made my Discord server, this motherfucker, this random ass person joined my Discord server. I don't know how he even found it when I first made it. And he wrote Hitler is God like 100 times in the server. Like, bro, like frame one, dude, when I made the server. So people like that, like stuff like that is definitely my least favorite. If I had to pick a least favorite thing, it'd have to go with that. I don't know what else I would put for something I don't like about the community. Next up is Banana once again. He says, what is your favorite video game and why? So I'm actually a person, and this kind of bums me out a bit, but I've never been a person who played that many games, or I guess beaten that many games is a better word. Like growing up, dude, like I can't even like count how many single player games I've beaten that aren't Pokemon. I've beaten like 2 Zelda games. I played a lot of Zelda games, but I've only beaten like 2 of them, and I honestly don't even know. If I had to say my favorite video game, it'd probably be it used to be Pokemon Heart Gold. Pokemon Heart Gold. For sure, my favorite Pokemon game. But honestly, I started playing this game, and I know some of you guys know it. If I had to say what my favorite game is, probably Persona 5 Royal. I've been playing a lot on stream. I've been streaming it, and I've been loving that game so much. Like that game, honestly, has been like, I'm still so early in that game, and that game has legit been like changing my life in a way. So I'd have to go with Persona 5. I love the music, dude. I'm not even that far in the game, but I love the music. I love the characters. I love everything about that game. I love the aesthetics. I love the story. And the game inspires me, dude. Like, legit. The game inspires me a lot. Like, I remember, like, I was playing the game, and I was, like, studying with Joker. And I was, like, reading a book with Joker. And I was like, dude, like, that makes me actually want to, like, sit down and just, like, study like crazy. So I'd have to go with Persona 5 Royal. So Rose says, 1 out of 1 to 20, how much do you love your community? 20 for sure. I love my community so much, and like, if you're gonna give me any number, it's gonna be the highest number on that. Alright, so our next question is by Random. He says, what is the best part of streaming for you, and how have you changed since doing streaming? So the best part of streaming for me is definitely hanging out with you guys. Hanging out with all of you guys who are in the stream, who are watching the stream at the moment, who are, talking to me. Like, the best part of streaming is just vibing out, talking to you guys. Like, I love talking to you guys so much, and that is the most enjoyable part of streaming easily for me, and it always will be. And as far as how I changed since doing streaming, I've changed a lot. And I guess like some ways I've changed is I feel like I don't know. I feel like from outside perspective, from your guys' perspective, or even like my friends' perspective, I feel like I seem the same, but like deep down, I know like I've changed a lot over the months, over the year, and some ways I've changed. I've just been like more, believe it or not, more mature. I don't say more mature. It's definitely one way that comes to my mind. There's a lot of ways, but maturity definitely one of them, for sure. Alright, so our next question is by Yuri once again, and she says, would you ever or still shun yourself away from your family because of streaming / recording for YouTube? I mean, I'd say no. If there's ever a situation where I'd have to do that, then I guess yes, but like I'd obviously not want to do that. But if there was something that caused it where it was needed, where like I don't know, I couldn't stream or record or do YouTube, or I don't know, something that required them being shunned, then I guess yeah, but obviously I'd have to say no. But if need be, I guess yes. If they go evil randomly or something like that, then probably. But I feel like that would happen for anybody in any situation, so yeah. Next question is by Alex Carroll. He says, how are you? Really, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you doing today, Alex Carroll? Next question is by Vindog. He says, sup Koray, when's your birthday? My birthday is March 22nd. I was born March 22nd, 2000. I'm 20 years old. And yeah,
Valentine's Day.
That's my birthday. Midnight says, why does streaming feel like therapy to you? So I've said this in quite a few streams. I've said this in the Discord server. Streaming to me is legit so therapeutic. And the reason why is like, when I'm streaming, I guess I'm focusing on the stream. I'm just vibing out. I'm talking to you guys. I'm hanging out. I'm not like thinking about all the stuff that go on in my mind and thinking about like a bunch of shit. We're all humans. We all have, anxiety. We all have, I don't know. It's just a way where I can like, get away from my thoughts, get away from all that stuff. So streaming to me is just like, it feels good. It feels good. I don't know. I love you guys. Like shit. When I'm streaming, like I'm talking to my boys. Like yeah, what's up? It's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. Because like a lot of you guys, I look at you guys, like I said, with the whole community thing as a family. So it's like hanging out with your family in a way, and it feels good streaming. I love streaming so much. And I know a lot of you guys know that, and yeah. Next question. So Jade says, what started the whole square meme, and well, how do you think of it? So the whole square meme actually came from a stream where I said be there or be square, and Yuri called me a square, and I said no, you're a square, and then for like 20 minutes we just said that. So like I started calling people a square pretty much, and now people call me a square too. They call me a simp, they call me a square. Makes no fucking sense, honestly, why people call me that, but it's whatever. Yeah, I know, no bad intent with me, call me a square, even though I'm not a square. You're a square. Next question is by Alex Rowley. He says, when did you start your channel? I started my channel, like I said earlier, like late November 2017, but I started becoming consistent around January 2019. That's for this channel. I've had a bunch of channels before. I made this one, but for this channel, that's when I started it. The next question is by Octo Turtle. He says, who is your favorite blondie in Smash Bros? I have to go with, check something real quick. So to answer this question, I'm going to have to go with probably Lucina, because she's the only blonde character in Smash Bros. I've actually played, even though I stopped using her. I know like all the blondies, she's literally the only one that I played as, so I'm going to have to go with Lucina. There was a time period where I was trying to learn Lucina. I wasn't really playing Smash that much back then, so I didn't really get that far with it, but there was a time period where like I'd use her a lot, so I'd have to go with Lucina, the blonde Lucina skin. Next question is by Devin. He says, what is your favorite game series of all time and why? If I had to pick a favorite game series of all time, it'd be Pokemon for sure, because it's the game series that I've played the most in my life and enjoyed the most. But I can definitely see Persona beating it. I can definitely see, even though I just started playing it and starting to get into it, I can definitely see the Persona series becoming my new favorite series. Like I said, Persona 5 Royal is probably going to become my favorite game for sure. Honestly, solely on the fact that I haven't really played that many games, but that game's amazing. So I'd have to say Pokemon now, but Persona, because I do want to play more Persona games once I finish Persona 5, will probably beat it as far as like the favorite series goes. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe I won't like it. Maybe I won't like the other Persona game. Who knows? Even though I think I will. Misty says, how long have you played Pokemon? Ever since I can really remember. My first Pokemon game I played was Pokemon Stadium on the N64. And then I used to play Pokemon Snap as well. And I also played Pokemon Stadium 2. First main series game I played was Pokemon Fire Red. But like ever since I was like 5, 6 years old is my first started playing Pokemon. Pokemon Stadium. I love that game, dude. Pokemon Stadium. Our next question is by my boy Daniel Walker. He says, what was it like when you first started making content, and what or who has impacted you most as you started? So as far as like the whole what it was like when I first started making content goes, that's kind of like ties in with the whole 2012 thing, where it was like I used a 3DS as a camera and I used a laptop that wasn't even a freaking laptop. But as far as like this channel goes, when I first started making content on this channel, I didn't really know how to edit. I didn't really know how to make thumbnails, so I definitely had to learn and how to do that. A shout out to my friends for teaching me. And as far as like who has impacted you the most since you started, there's not one person in particular. There's been so many people. I know like that's not really answering the question, but there have been too many people who have impacted me so much since I started, so I can never narrow it down to one person in particular. So yeah. Our next question is by Yumiko, and he says, what is it like seeing everyone on repeat once you hit that record button? So honestly, I don't know what he means by that, seeing everyone on repeat once you hit that record button, but I think I could be wrong about this, but I think he's saying what's like seeing everybody like in chat once you hit that streaming button. And it's an amazing feeling, dude. It's an amazing feeling when you see people, in the streams. It's an amazing feeling when you see people who support you and hang out with you in streams, and like you get to hang out and vibe out with them. So it's an amazing feeling. And it's actually one of my favorite parts of streaming is like when you start the stream and you ask, at least I do, like I ask everybody like, how was your day? Because I'm generally curious, like how the fuck was your day? Like what did you do today? Like how's life going? Like because I care about you guys, and that whole interaction, I guess. When you start stream and talking to people, yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, I feel it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Our next question is once again by Daniel Walker. He says, what's it like to be a simp? I don't know what it's like to be a simp because I'm not a simp, so I don't know. Next question is by Shiana. She says, what do you want at Cheesecake Factory? So, fun fact, I know a lot of people freaking burn me and roast me up because I say this, but I've never had cheesecake in my life. I've never had ramen in my life. I've never had pie in my life. I've never had lobster in my life. There's a lot of foods I've never had in my life. So, as far as what I want at cheesecake, I don't really know. Oh, at a Cheesecake Factory, I don't really know what I want because I've never been there. I don't really know what I would enjoy because I've never had any cheesecakes. So I'd probably say the best cheesecake is what I would want at Cheesecake Factory. Also, like a lot of people don't know that. Part of the reasoning why I haven't really eaten a lot of foods like that is because like, and some people don't know this, is because I'm Turkish and like I eat a lot of, growing up, I still do, I eat a lot of Turkish food at home. So, like I've had like spaghetti obviously, but I never had ramen and stuff. I've never had any type of pie. At all. There's been times where like people have had pumpkin pie before in my household. I think I just never bothered to eat it because I don't want to eat it. I think it was pumpkin pie. There was some pie like that, but I don't know. I guess like growing up, I never had a lot of foods that a lot of people have had just because like I eat different types of food in a way. So yeah. Next question is by Nero. Once again, if you go anywhere, all expenses paid for, where would you go and why? So the number one place I've always wanted to go to is Tokyo. And like, this is not even because like anime and stuff. I talk about this all the time on streams. It's because like ever since I was a kid, I used to play this game, Forza Motorsport racing game. I remember being like 6 years old playing on the Xbox, and Tokyo was a map. I'm pretty sure Tokyo was a map. And ever since I played at Tokyo, I've always wanted to go there. And then obviously like growing up, I figured out more about the city. I started watching anime. I really, I want to go. Everyone, who doesn't want to go to Japan? I mean, it's freaking awesome. So I want to go to Japan. And I want to go to Tokyo. I've had to pick one spot just because, like, I've always thought it was cool. I've always wanted to visit Tokyo. As far as why. Next question once again is by Shiana. She says, Also, what's your favorite game? Doesn't have to be Pokemon. We kind of did answer this earlier. Pokemon Heart Gold, but I'd probably say like it's becoming Persona 5 Royal. Next up is Pirate King. He says, how have you as a person grown since starting YouTube? And what is your favorite memory from PAX? So as far as a person, as far as how I've grown as a person, I kind of touched this a little bit earlier. Even though it doesn't seem like it, from an outside perspective, I feel like for you guys and for like friends, maybe some people will notice the difference if you know me long enough, but like I've definitely grown to be more mature, definitely more passionate about what I do. Even though I've always had even though I've always loved what I've done, you could get more passionate and stuff. And yeah, more mature, more passionate. There's a lot of things, a lot of lessons I've learned, just in life though, since I started doing YouTube. So it's definitely been big development for your boy since I started doing YouTube. And it's always gonna be that way in a way. Like obviously I'm always gonna everyone obviously you're gonna change as time goes on, but like the amount of change from like now compared to when I started, like in a way I'm like a completely different person for sure, completely different person. And like I definitely learned a lot, just like it's life lessons and stuff. So yeah. And as far as like a favorite memory from PAX goes, I don't really know one specific memory, but if I had to say a favorite memory, it'd probably be like when Frost arrived and getting to meet him for the first time. I'd have to say that's probably my favorite memory, where it was just like us three, and like yeah, I remember we were talking about how the Airbnb is haunted, and like literally someone knocked on the door when we were talking about that. So like that whole day, that whole first day, meeting Frost, going to show me her moves was freaking amazing too. But like just I guess like when we first met, all three of us, is probably my favorite memory. There's like a lot of things I could talk about with PAX, like favorite memories, but if I had to pick like one thing in particular, one moment, it'd be like that moment where we all met for the first time. So yeah, all three of us met for the first time together. Our final question is by my boy Brandon. He says, what's the biggest thing about streaming that you know now that you wish you knew back when you started, and will you survive no September? So as far as the first question goes, I honestly have no idea as far as the biggest thing about streaming that I know now that I wish I knew back when I started. If I had to pick one thing, probably like maybe the Discord server. Like when I first started streaming, I didn't have a Discord server, so I guess me having a Discord server is something I knew now, or I know now. And I wish I knew it back then, but other than that, like I really don't know. One thing I know now that I wish I knew back then. Although I think my Discord server like a month after I started streaming, so I don't know if that is valid. But I don't know, I guess it would have been cool starting the channel off with the Discord server. I feel like that would have been cool, I guess, in a way. But the second part of the question is, will you survive no September? And the answer to the question is, you already know, yes, I will survive no September, because it goes against my strong and unbreakable honor code to simp for anything. So easy. Alright, so that goes ahead and that concludes all the questions. I'll let you guys know, I had urges to stop recording like so many times when I was recording this video. I always feel like I wasn't answering the questions good, or if I wasn't, I don't know, like I wasn't making sense. But like I kept going, and right now I'm not sure how long this video is actually gonna be once I upload it, but right now we're at 56 minutes. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any other questions, I guess post a comment down below. Thank you guys for being such amazing people though. Thank you guys so much for bringing the channel to 3K subs. I do also want to do a sleep block as like a real celebration of hitting 3K, but this is kind of like a small mini celebration in a way, and I've always wanted to do one. I definitely want to do more Q&As in the future, so it's definitely fun doing it. Love you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and see you guys later. Hope you guys have a good one. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys. We will be live later tonight if you guys want to go ahead and hang out with your boy. I'll see you guys then. Peace.